I'm Hayden Crawford from the Dreemtime Academy, and I'm a wellness coach and spiritual teacher specializing in colour therapy and numerology. Welcome to today's live Starseed Numerology Readings and Insights. Now, did you know that your date of birth carries the secrets of your unique personality blueprint? Your strengths and weaknesses, the best times for you to embark on new projects and ventures, your true soul purpose, and even your starry origins. Or did you? Did you? I didn't think so. Now, today on the live, I'm going to be revealing some truths about you and your soul's journey based around the lens of colours, numbers, and the alphabet. Now, I work with a beautiful sequence of dual-coloured oil bottles and essence sprays, and of course Pythagorean numerology, which I've found to be the most accurate and reliable form of numerology since I've been teaching it and studying it for the last 10 years. So if you'd like some insights with me today during today's live, then don't be shy. Make sure you introduce yourself, let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I will do the rest. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Now, a big thank you to start off with for everybody who's just subscribed to my channel. I'm absolutely blown away and so excited to have so many new members joining me, and thank you so much for all the video views as well that you've made as well over the last few weeks as well, especially with watching Cosmic Conversations and the Numerology Show podcast as well. So some of the videos are getting some good views now, which is really exciting to see. And there you go. So also thank you as well to everybody who turned up at the weekend for the Oversoul Codex Collective group as well. That was brilliant, to sort of get together with so many of you and have such a lovely time. It was really great. So thank you for that. And so we got quite a few new members, founding members for the Oversoul Codex community as well. So if you haven't watched that already, then make sure that you check that out as well. All right, it's the latest video that I've just uploaded. Tomorrow I'm going to be launching the podcast with Vivian Chauvet, and she is an Arcturian hybrid. And she works very closely with the Galactic Federation of Light. So she's actually somebody who's becoming very popular on YouTube and a lot of the spiritual podcasts at the moment. So I had the privilege of speaking with her a few weeks ago. So her episode is about to be launched on Cosmic Conversations tomorrow, which I am super excited about. Right, genuinely, it's going to be amazing, to really, sort of share that information with you. So she says some quite groundbreaking things. All right, so there you go. So if you'd like some insights today during today's live, then make sure you leave your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I'm going to go through people systematically during today's live. So you may have noticed as well that my live times have changed. So I'm now doing them at 10 o'clock in the morning, just to capture more of you guys in America who are watching me. I know during this time. So so it just helps you to be able to catch me live, get some insights with me as well whilst I am, whilst I'm here, present and correct, because they're here in Perth, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So for you, a lot of you guys, it could be 10 o'clock at night, but it might be like anywhere from 6 until 10 if you're watching in the USA. All right. So let's have a look then. Who's in the zoo today? Let's have a look. We've got Vicky. Nice to see you, Vicky, and you're from Australia. So should we start with doing yours today? Yeah. Okay. So Vicky, whereabouts in Australia are you watching from, my love? So Vicky is born on the 31st of October. You were just on my TikTok, weren't you? And just a while ago. Is that you the same Vicky that was just watching me in my live on TikTok? So you got 3 1s, you got a 3, a 9, and a 7. So day number 4, you got a life path number 9, 10, 17, 18, 19, 22. Ah, you're a 22/4. So you're in Evans Head. I thought so, yeah. I thought I recognised your name. I was going to come to you next anyway, over there. So that's coincidental that you followed me over here. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel as well, whilst you're here, Vicky, and click the bell for future notifications as well. That'd be really helpful. Now, your year that you're in is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is a 5. Brilliant. So there you go. We can see that there. Can you see that there okay? This is what it looks like for you. All right. So Vicky, you've got you're actually a master number, a 22/4. So it's known as the master builder. And, hello, Aaron Mist. Nice to see you here today as well. Welcome. Welcome. So yeah, the 22/4 is the master builder. So not only are you very practical, that's connected to the 4, but you're very empathic as well with the 22. So it's like the double 2 energy is amplified sensitivity and intuition. So what I find is with a lot of people with the 22/4 as their day number, their ruling number, they are, they're here as guides for humanity as you evolve into the new golden age. So you need to work for an organization, Vicky, that works towards the betterment of humanity. So working for like either a charity or a humane organization. Like a lot of people that I know that have this influence, sort of help the homeless or whatever it is, but there is this aspect of you that likes business. Often 22/4s make great teachers as well because of that sense of discipline, authority, working hard, tradition. And also because you've got a day number 4 as well. So there is a very practical aspect to who you are, but the core of all of that is really, you are somebody who's here to help people, and as a master builder. So you're really kind of changing the way things are done on the planet in so many different ways because, 4 is the planet of the future, you see. So that's bottle number 4 in the colour mirrors, and it's yellow over deep turquoise. It's called Uranus, the planet of the future. This is a big influence for you in your personality blueprint, your soul colours. So one of the lessons I find with the 4s is that you, Vicky, need to learn to let go of old people, places and beliefs that no longer serve you so that you can allow in the new as well. So letting go as being an aspect of soul evolution for you. The 31, which is your day number before you reduce it to the 4, connects up with a bottle in the colour mirror system behind me, which is like pale green over dark green, and it's called the Hermit. So I often find people who are born on the 31st, they tend to like squirrel themselves away a little bit, so you might be a bit of a hermit every now and again, or you may be always one, This year you're in a personal year 5, which means that you can't do that this year. If you try and just hermit yourself this year or hide away from life, it will make it quite difficult. So this is a year where it's almost like you need to travel. You need to freedom. You need to get out into the world instead of hiding away from it. So make sure you surround yourself with people that will allow you to express yourself freely, particularly this year as well. Now, you'll notice in your birth chart, you've got 2 arrows. You've got the arrow here, the lack of the 2, 5, and 8. It's known as the arrow of hypersensitivity. Now, this means, Vicky, that you've got a bit of a weak soul protection. So you get very easily hurt by people. So, just the little throwaway comments that people make that they don't necessarily always intentionally mean anything by can really deeply upset you, that you find them highly discombobulating. So you can see that there is that very highly sensitive energy of the lack of the 2, 5, and 8 in your birth date. But also you've got the arrow of frustration, the lack of the 4, 5, and 6, which means that as you grew up, there could have been some difficulties and challenges during childhood. So it could have been your parents separating, for example, or sibling rivalry or ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in, with people around you. But you see, that can also manifest as issues within your adult relationships as well. For you, you've got all your isolated numbers as well. So you're very ambitious, the isolated 9. You've got the isolated 3, which means your imagination sometimes runs away with you a little bit and you can get a bit paranoid. And then you've got the 3 isolated 1s as well. So you are somebody who's more of an observer from afar, rather than wanting to be the center of attention. So you can sometimes struggle to express your own feelings. It can be quite difficult for you to be able to maybe talk about your feelings or whatever. Yeah. And then the isolated 7, which brings in sacrifice in either love, health, or money. So one of those 3 things you may find cyclic as patterns of loss. So loving and losing, making money and losing it, etc., etc. So, but business comes up, as a very strong aspect of the 4 energy people. Business. It's tradition. It's conservatism. It's authority. It's working hard. It's it's teaching as well. So it's a very warrior energy. I'll pick a card out for you as well, actually, Vicky, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards, just to add in an extra layer of information. And Air and Mist, I'll come to you next. Also born on the 31st, yeah? You're both born on the 31st. So you're both hermits then, aren't you, yeah? Air and Mist and Vicky, you're both hermitular, if that's even a word. I don't even know if it is. All right, so here's your card, Vicky. And it is the Syrian Warrior, card number 4. Get it? You can't make this stuff up, can you? The warrior energy, and this is about, you've got to be brave under pressure. So, if we're talking about this year, for example, and if you're prone to kind of hiding yourself away, this is the year you've got to put your big girl panties on and you've got to get out into the world, yeah, instead of hiding away from it. And, so Wezen, the Syrian warrior, is saying that, if you are going through like a fire walk at the moment, where you're literally having to walk across hot coals with bare feet to get to the other side, you've got to have faith to get to the other side, then you've just got to be brave, so just know that you are supported, with whatever you are experiencing and going through. All right. So Vicky, actually, you're born on the same day, aren't you? You're both born on the 31st of October. So both Vicky and Air and Mist, you're both born on the 31st of October. How interesting that you're just 5 years apart. That's no coincidence, is it? So I always say that colours and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie. And it also is that, people who come in to see me on lives often, like I always say, birds of a feather flock together, because you do, it's the vibration of the numbers and the names that come in that really are connected. Yeah, we start seeing this more and more. I see it all the time in my lives. So, Vicky, hopefully that's connected with you. I'd be interested to get your feedback. Now, if you'd like me to create your full Starseed Numerology Report for you as well, I'll drop a link into the chat for you, so it makes it nice and easy for you. And that will give you the 22-page handcrafted document as well that you can read through, which will explore your galactic origins, your strengths and weaknesses, your personality blueprint, all the stuff that I was saying over on my TikTok channel just a few seconds ago. So I'll pop the offer in there. So they're $59 Australian on special offer today. All right, so you can get that, and then just remember to send me your birth details. So your birth date, ideally your time of birth, and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by. All right, and then give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you, Vicky. All right. So birth name is Louise. Your grown-up name is Louisa, if that helps. Okay, Louisa. There you go. So born on the 31st of the 10th, 1965. So interesting. Interesting that you're both born on the same day. That's amazing, isn't it? 3, 6, 9. You got the 5 and the 3 ones as well. Beautiful. So you've got a day number 4. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 is an 8. And then your year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is a 5. There you go. Wonderful, Vicky. I look forward to doing it for you, my lovely. So there you go. So Louisa. All right. So Louisa's slightly different from you, Vicky, obviously, because she has a day number 4, but she's got a ruling number 8 instead of the 22/4. So, whereas Vicky, you are the master builder. Louisa, you're more of a manager. You'd make a good money manager, man manager, project manager. You like being in control, and you're very independent. I'm married. a ruling number 8. My husband, Mark, is born on the 16th of October, same birthday as me. But there's 1 year between us. So I'm a ruling 9, he's a ruling 8. So he's the one that likes to manage the finances. He likes the one who's in control, very independent person by nature. So you'll be the same. The 8 carries that sort of vibration of the manager. So you like building your future on solid foundations. You're very methodical and process driven. You like doing things properly, you know. So the 4 is also quite traditional and conservative. And of course, it's business, you know, it's connected to business. It's very corporate energy, the 4 and the 8 people, you know. So you're very disciplined, you work hard. This is bottle 8 in the colour mirrors. And you can see it's this beautiful lilac over violet bottle here. So that's... you know, it's a very high vibration and frequency, actually, the violet ray. It connects up to the crown chakra. So I actually even find a lot of 8s are connected to spirit as well. So a lot of them are like secret spiritual people, if you know what I mean. And they can often, you know, they're clairvoyant without boasting about it. But, you know, the 8s is interesting because the 8 is, you know, is very connected to judgment as well, you know. So a lot of 8s do carry a keen sense of judgment. They do disguise it quite well. Now you've got the arrow of intellect in your birth chart, Louisa, as well. So the 3, 6, and 9. Now this means that you've got all the numbers on the mind plane. You've got a very active mind. So you're always thinking, analysing, rationalising, philosophizing. Your mind literally goes 10 to the dozen. So your long-term memory might be a lot better than your short-term memory. So you'll remember like all the names of the people that you went to primary school with, but you won't remember what you ate for your tea last night. So there is this very active mind. You also have the arrow of determination, the 1, 5, and 9. This is great persistence to achieve your goals. So Louisa, you know, you're not somebody that starts projects and stops them. You see them through to finality. You can be quite stubborn in the pursuit of your goals as well. And actually, you're very talkative. So, you know, you're certainly a very chatty person. And especially when you know people, you like them and you trust them, you certainly know how to hold your own in a conversation. So you know, the 3 ones gives you, you know, that sort of lovely ability to be able to really communicate and express yourself. You love your home and family, you know, and you've got a lovely creativity about you as well, which you can tap into, which is beautiful. So I'm going to pick a card out for you. You do have that hermit sort of vibe of the 31 as well that comes up for you too. So you may find that sometimes, you know, you fall into patterns of the hermit as well, like we just saw with Vicky. All right, and Louisa, this is your card. Oh, you got the Ascended Master Serapis Bey. He's on the 4th white ray of harmony through conflict. So often when Serapis Bey comes up, he comes into sort of shine light into darkness and any conflicts that you've got going on in your life. He starts to bring about unity in cases of duality. So it might be that, you know, there are some shadows that need to be illuminated at the moment. There could be some conflicts that you've got going on, you know, whether it's inner conflict, usually inner conflict, but it can express itself out as outer conflict as well. So you can call upon Serapis Bey. He's actually the Chowan of the 4th white ray of harmony through conflict to be able to help resolve any issues of duality that you may be experiencing in your life right now, Louisa. So hopefully that's connected with you. I'd be interested to get your feedback. Leave us a few comments in the chat and let me know what your thoughts are. But wow, you know, a very, very impressive birth chart that is. Yeah. Ruben, yeah, we can certainly have a look at doing you next. So leave your date of birth for me, please, Ruben. And that's a beautiful name, isn't it, Ruben? Is that a male name or is that a female name? I'm unsure. But we can certainly explore your birth chart with you next, all right? If you're watching as well, guys, and you love what you're seeing today, then please make sure that if you'd like a reading with me, then drop your date of birth in the chat. Let me know whereabouts in the world that you're watching from, and I'll do the rest. So if you're watching on the replay, if you haven't caught me live today, then you can still leave your date of birth in the chat, and then I'll comment on that for you as well. Beautiful. It's male, is it? Great. And you're the 1st of December 1989. Okay, Ruben, we'll have a look at doing yours next. And there you go. So yeah, Louisa, if you'd like me to create your full Starseed Numerology Report for you as well, which will explore all aspects of your Oversoul Codex through your, past life implications, your galactic origins, your Karmic Lessons, and your true soul purpose and your personality traits and best times to embark on new projects and ventures, then just click the link I popped in the chat. That'll take you through to organise that nice and securely through my online shop for only 59 Australian dollars, which actually works out to be about 38 US dollars if you're watching in the United States. And then, as I said, send me your birth details, birth date, time, place of birth and living name, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. So, Ruben. So the 1st of December 1989. Beautiful. Okay. So you've got 3 1s, a 2, 2 9s, and an 8. Amazing. So you've got a day number 1, Ruben. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 19, 20, 7, 20, 29, 31. There's that 31 energy again. You know, when you add up all the numbers in your date of birth, Ruben, it comes to number 31. And we've just been talking about that number. Because we can see there, that we've got Louisa and Vicky that were born on the 31st. For you, Ruben, when you add up all the numbers in your date of birth, it comes to 31. I feel like I'm going to have to show you the 31 energy. Shall I go and get the bottle so you can see it? There you go. It's funny because it's the same colour as my t-shirt, isn't it? Can you see that? So that's bottle 31. It's called the Hermit. So it's pale green over like a deep green. So often, green in colour therapy means that your soul needs space. That's why you may retreat away from the madding crowds, to integrate your own heart-related healing. So that plays out, as a theme in your life. Your life path is a 4. So a lot of 4s, Ruben, especially if they're male 4s, they'll go into the trades or the manual arts. You're a leader as well because you were born on the 1st. The 1st is about individual expression. It's about the leader. So that's actually the sun. So there's the 1, which is the sun. This is your gift. So, yellow in colour therapy relates to the solar plexus chakra. It's about personal power. So you will be called in your life, Ruben, to step up into your personal power instead of giving it away. So you've got to confront your fears. So that could be, becoming a boss, having your own business or leading something or other. And it's about sovereignty, and it's about pioneering something. So when you've got a 1, it's about beginnings. It's about you're going to be pioneering something with regards to, something practical. So the 4 is like, business, it's finances, it's money, it's building, it's the warrior energy, it's practical, and organized. So you work hard as well for the things that you get, you say. So you feel like you've been a hermit, dear, this year. Fantastic. Oh, good. You got the link, Louisa. Great. And hello, Ella, as well. Nice to see you. I didn't see you slipping into the chat there. I'll come to you next. All right, my love. Yeah, let me know whereabouts you're watching from. So, so for you, Ruben, you can see here, it's interesting actually, because your soul colours are very much sort of yellow. Your 4 is Uranus, which is yellow and deep turquoise. So it's that very much that yellow-green energy, isn't it, that's coming through with your soul colours. Have you seen? And often I find that the yellow-green energy goes right back to past lives as a Cathar, where you may have, you found the ability to become an alchemist. And then, the Pope and the military at the time, they wiped out the Cathars during the 14th and 16th century because they didn't want them knowing how to be alchemists. So a lot of the time, people with the yellow-green soul colours like you may fall into patterns of getting your power away. Yeah, so for you, you've got the arrow of frustration in your birth chart as well, the lack of the 4, 5, and 6, which means that there could have been some challenges for you during childhood, Reuben. So, it may have been your mum and dad separating when you were growing up, or issues around sibling rivalry, or ill health, or just feeling like you didn't fit in, with the world around you as you were growing up. But you see, that can also manifest as issues and challenges in your adult relationships as well, because you're a very independent person as well. You can be very talkative, Reuben, as well, especially when you know people, you like them and you trust them. You can be very, very chatty. So I'm not saying you've got verbal diarrhea, but close to it. You've got nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity as well. So you've got really good gut first impressions of people. So you can really trust your gut, so you can rely on that as well. The year that you're in this year, Reuben, is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you're actually in a personal year 4 this year, which is a year to build solid foundations and structures, either within your body or within your business. So you were saying earlier on that you feel like you're a hermit this year. That's because you're in a personal year 4 as well, because the 4 is where it's good for you to kind of like start building something for your future. So it could be a business or your body. Like in my last personal year 4, Reuben, I went to the gym and lost 16 kilos. And then I think the next year I put it all back on again. And I waited until my next personal year 4 before I lost it all again. But no, I'm only joking. But it's like it's that year of building structures and foundations. So it could be like building. So it can metaphorically feel like things are moving really slowly for you, like you're wading through treacle. But it's happening for you and not to you. So just trust that everything is happening in the right way and at the right time during your personal year 4. All right, my friend? But a very interesting energy that you've got there. Yeah. Again, the 4 is a brilliant teacher as well, but there is a great depth of tradition, and sometimes quite conservative that comes up with the 4 aspect as well. But the big lesson really for you, Reuben, this year is to learn to let go as well. Learn to let go of all people, places and beliefs that no longer serve you so that you can allow in the new. Hello, Natalie. Nice to see you today, Natalie. How are you? I'll have a look at doing your birth chart today during today's live as well, after we've had a look at Ella. All right, I'll come to you to Ella next. Hello to Sun Love as well. Welcome, Sun Love. Lovely to see you. Born on the 16th of December. I was born on the 16th of October. It's a karmic number, that. Sun Love, the 16 is karmic. So it relates to the Tower card in traditional tarot, which often means you have an irrational fear that you're going to lose everything all of a sudden, or you're going to be betrayed. That can come up a lot with the 16. So do you feel like that as well, Sun Love? The card that comes up for you, Reuben, is the Andromedan Genius. Get you. There you go. So you got Mirage. This is about expanding your horizons and reprogramming. So it might be that you've just reached a point in your life where you're ready to reprogram any limiting beliefs that you may have formulated from the wounded aspects of the inner child. So looking at your belief systems, how they're affecting your life, but also you are potentially going to be expanding your social horizons as well very shortly. So just watch out for that, because that could be something really beneficial for you. Reuben, I'm glad you loved it. Oh, bless you. I'm so pleased. Well, look, if you loved that, Reuben, and you'd like me to do your full 22-page Starseed Numerology Report, then I'm more than happy to create one for you as well. I'll pop the link in the in the description for you to claim that for only 59 Australian dollars, which is about 38 US. And then remember to send me your birth date, time, place of birth, and living name, and give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. And of course, that'll look at all aspects of your birth chart, your name chart, the major influences in your astrology, like your sun, your moon, your north node, and your ascendant. It will reveal your galactic origins to help you to define your mission, and it looks at your past life implications, your oversoul codex, your soul contract, and any karmic lessons that you need to resolve to escape the birth-death cycle as well. There you go. So yeah, the Oracle deck that I'm using today, Reuben, it's actually a deck of cards that I introduced about 6 months ago into the world, and they're called the Cosmic Family Oracle cards. So they're actually a colour therapy stroke numerology deck of cards that feature the Galactic Federation of Light, so 7 different galactic races, the archangel, some archangels and ascended masters as well. So they, they introduce like the Pleiadians. They look at, like the different starseed flavors as well, like the Lyran starseeds, or you've got Brenda, the Arcturian starseed, Yeshua, so some of the ascended masters are in there, the Arcturians. So they are a color therapy stroke numerology deck of cards. So if you love those and you'd like to get a deck of those as well, I can send one out to you wherever you are in the world. Just let me know and I'll send you a link. Yeah. All right. And thank you for that. I'm glad that you like them. Yes. I'm actually just designing my second deck of cards at the moment. Well, I've designed them, but they haven't been created fully yet. These are just a prototype. These are called my Oversoul Codex cards, and they feature the Oversoul archetypes, activation keys, the color rays, and the planes of consciousness. So they're beautiful cards as well. That are very, very good for helping you to evolve and connect to your multi-dimensional aspects of self as well. So yeah, these are coming soon, but you can actually access those cards as digital cards in my Oversoul Codex Collective membership portal as well. So I have a membership portal for people that want to learn through Dreemtime Academy. We get together every month and we have guest speakers, and you get your own podcast episodes that nobody else can get, and you learn about all of the cards and the meanings and how it can help to reconnect you to your galactic origins and stuff. So if you're interested in becoming part of a community, the Oversoul Codex Collective is a great group of lightworkers, spiritual seekers, and cosmic wanderers from all over the world that all get together as well. So yeah, it's a great space to connect. There you go. And Ruben says, I love that I study Pythagorean numerology, a bit of how it's different than the kind you practice. So yeah, it is slightly different. Yeah, so Pythagorean numerology is, I notice it can be different with different practitioners. So for example, when I do a birth chart, I just look at your living name, your first name, whereas a lot of other Pythagorean numerologists do the full birth chart name, the full name on the birth certificate. So it is, yeah, there are differences, but there are similarities as well. So you find the modalities and systems so interesting since your awakening. Yeah. When did you go through your awakening then, Ruben? So astrology, tropical sidereal numerology, human design. I love it all, by the way. Yeah, I love human design as well. Yeah, I've studied that. There you go. Hello to Shane Putnam. It's nice to see you. How are you going, Shane? Are you all right? What's going on, Shane? All right. So it was lovely to connect with you today, Ruben. Really lovely, and thank you for being here. So I'm going to come next to having a look at you now, guys. Remember, I've just had my super chat enabled as well on my YouTube channel. So you are able now to offer, like sporadic gifts of appreciation, which really helps me to support this channel. So, if you do love what you're seeing today and you want to shot a couple of dollars into the super chat, then I would be really delighted. That would be amazing. Thank you. There you go. Well, if you don't ask, you don't get, do you? There you go. So I'm going to have a look at next at Ella. So Ella, where are you watching from, my love? So Ella is born on the 27th of the 7th, 1983. Beautiful. So you got 2 7s, an 8 and a 9. You've got a 3, a 2 and a 1 as well. Beautiful. So Ella, you've got a day number 9, you've got a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 20, 1, 28, 29, 30, 7 is a 10. And then Ella, your year is a 9, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19, 25 is a 7. All right, Ella, are you ready? Oh, you just finished your homework, did you, Shane? There you go. And thank you, Natalie. I'm glad that you love the bottles behind me. I'm not even showing you all of them. If I lift my desk up, you'll see that there's rows and rows and rows more bottles. So I might show you that in a little while, so you can all see the whole collection. But they're beautiful. Yeah, I use them in consultations that I do, to help people with their conscious and subconscious patterns, limiting beliefs, and frozen emotions. There you go. Hello, Jessica, as well. Nice to see you. Welcome, Jessica. You're very welcome here. Nice to see you. So, born on the 5th of April 1984 in Buffalo. Ah, beautiful. We'll have a look at doing you as well today, Jessica, after we've gone through the group today. Nice big group today, which is lovely. It gets the energy flowing, doesn't it? So it's great to have you here. Have you decided, Shane, whether you're going to be joining the Oversoul Codex Collective? Are you going to be joining the membership on the founders rate? Hopefully you are. It'd be great to have you in there, with the rest of the group. It's going to be really, really powerful for learning and development. Okay, so Ella, you've got a day number 9. Now, the 9 is the wise humanitarian. So it's interesting because you're the 27-9 as well. So when you add up all the numbers in my date of birth, it comes to number 27. So, you could basically, you've got the skills to do what I do. So you're like an empathic. The 2 is the empath. The 7 of the 27 is the person that likes exploring deeply into the subconscious. So that's the sort of person that you are. You like to go deep into information. So, you're a healer. You like being of service. You like helping people. And, so a lot of the 9s are the healers, counselors, nurses, or social workers. Monty, please don't scratch the carpet. Naughty boy. He's just looked at me and he's gone, go away. I'll do what I want. Monty. There you go. He's making a nest. He's so cheeky. So yeah, you can see there you've got that beautiful 9. So it's being of service. So you want to help people. But you've got your ruling number 10. So this means that your life path is to lead. You could have your own business. You could be an entrepreneur. You're sort of like, you could have your own healing business ultimately. So you could do that. But you're a very adaptable person by nature. Ah, there you go. So you're an artist, are you? Well, that would work as well. Because, if you think about, the healer and the artist, they're very, very similar. So, but this is the person it's actually, you've got past life connections with both ancient Egypt and also a Roman soldier as well. So when the gold and the red energies come together, it's very, very powerful energy. This is very connected with that. So you may find that you have soul memories that resurface for you of those timelines. So look at that. You've got the arrow of the planner, the 1, 2, and 3, which means that you've got an inherent love of order. So you love to know what's coming next. You like to have a bit of a tick list as you go through your day. And you also have the arrow of activity, the 7, 8, and 9, which means that you've got a bit of a suppression of nervous energy. So you may always be on the go, like zipping around all over the place, doing lots and lots of different things with lots and lots of different people. And you kind of need to learn to slow down. So surround yourself with people that will, remind you that it's okay for you to slow down from time to time as well, because it is almost like your central nervous system's on steroids. A very independent person by nature, but there was some difficulties for you during childhood. So you've got this is known as the arrow of frustration. Yeah, so the lack of the 4, 5, and 6 often manifests as the parents going their separate ways. You may struggle a little bit to express your feelings, sometimes with verbal self-expression, but you do have really nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity. Having the 2 7s in your birth chart brings in sacrifice in either love, health, or money. So 2 of those 3 things you may find you experience some form of sacrifice in. And this year, because you're in a personal year 7, if you've gone off track to leading your purpose, you may experience like a job coming to an end, or a relationship. If you're stuck in a toxic relationship or a job that's no longer serving you, if you are in alignment with your purpose, which it sounds like you are if you are an artist, then you may be called to teach, what you know this year instead, you see. So it's really interesting, isn't it? There you go. So Ella goes, wow, it's so true. It's interesting, isn't it? I always say that colours and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie, not colours and numbers. So when we learn to really decode the language of light, we get super, super accurate information, don't we? Now then, you've got the Arcturian warrior. There you go, Zwange, who's come up for you. This is masculine power and having troubles with authority. So, it's interesting because I often find that people who have a 9 in their birth chart, they don't like being told what to do. And so they have troubles with authority. I'm a life path 9 as well, Ella. And that's why I had to leave the corporate world behind, because I used to get sick of people trying to tell me what to do all the time. So, and, I often find alpha beta generation indigos just have come in to create change on the planet. So they just don't like authority figures. But it might be also that you're being called as well at the moment to step more up into your masculine power, and start, this is about activations and doing. The 4 is a very practical element that comes through. So, yeah, Zouange, the message for you today. Hopefully that's made sense for you. There you go. And, Jessica, you're excited to finally see a live stream, are you? Ah, well, it's lovely to have you here with us today as well. I appreciate you being here. It's lovely to see you. All right. All right. So let's have a look then. Did you like that, Ella? Yeah? Did that connect with you? Hopefully it did. I'm going to come next to, I think it's Natalie. Natalie, you're next up, born on the 28th of March 2003. Are you still there, Natalie? So the 28th of March 2003. Got 2 3s, 2 2s, and an 8. If you can hear that crunching in the background, that's Mark's just giving the dogs a biscuit each. Dog biscuit, not a human one. So you got day number 10, Natalie. You got a life path number 3, 6, 7, 8, 16, 17, 18 is a 9. And then your year is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 22 is a 4. Beautiful. So you actually only have 3 numbers in your birth chart. There you go. Oh, you are here. Brilliant. Thank you. And I'm glad that you like the cards. Yeah. Ah, there you go. So Ella says, I used to see a lot of big white lions in my dreams and still do. So I always thought my starseed would be Lyran. Not necessarily, actually. It's interesting, Ella, because the tall white lion beings come from the Hyades, a lot of them. So they feature in my deck of cards the Hyadians, the tall white lion beings, and a lot of them have wings, not all of them. So they kind of look a little bit like that. So they look quite similar to the Lyrans, but they sort of are a bit like that. They're part human, part tall white lion being, and the Hyades is like it's almost like a cosmic gateway where a lot of galactic races get together. So they do feature quite heavily in there. I mean, you do get some Lyrans that have that type of colouring as well. But I find that the Lyrans are a bit more like that. They're a bit more like that. Yeah. So it could be Hydean. Could be Hydean. If you want to find out, I can do your report for you as well. And yeah, because I work it out based around looking at the position of your sun in your astrological natal chart at the time that you're born, and where that's either conjunct or opposite. So I use ancient Hopi techniques. So it's actually based around the position of your sun in your natal chart. So for example, my sun's 23 degrees in Libra when it was conjunct the Andromeda constellation. So I have a very strong connection with Mirash, or the planetary systems around the star Mirash in the Andromeda constellation. So my soul connects deeply with Andromeda. But yours may be Lyran or Hydean. But yeah, so you can work it out through using the techniques that the Native American Indians were taught by the Galactic Federation of Light. Yeah. So there you go. Now then, you've got a ruling number 9, Natalie, with a day number 10. So you could also have your own healing business. You are actually a 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18. You're an 18-9. So the 18 carries a slightly difficult vibration. It's like spiritual material conflict. So I often find people born on the 18th have had a past life as a nun or a monk. And it may have been that you signed vows of poverty, so that you might need to work through limiting beliefs in this incarnation of like where you believe you can't be both spiritual and wealthy. So 9s aren't the best money managers, and they rarely succeed as senior business executives. So they are healers, counselors, nurses, and social workers. For you, because your gift is a 10, you're also an entrepreneur and you lead. You like to lead with the soft feminine. So you're a pioneer of sorts. So you could be a pioneer of new healing system, but you may find that you get more drawn into being a teacher or a nurse or a social worker, because you'll get a regular paycheck at the end of the month, and that'll help you feel safe doing your holistic work, you see. Yeah. So again, for you, you've also got that very ancient Egyptian or Roman soldier past life or parallel life connection, as I call them, because they're not past. Time isn't linear. It's a spiral of consciousness. So all of these things, all these lifetimes are happening simultaneously, but you've got those soul resonances that connect up with that. So again, memories can resurface. You could be drawn into doing certain occupational choices in your life, etc., as well, and certain gifts that start resurfacing as well. So you've got that beautiful 10, which is the adaptable leader. So you like individual expression. The 10 is about the self. So a lot of 10s, are entrepreneurs. You've got 2 2s in your birth chart, which amplifies your sensitivity, your intuition, and 2 3s, which is your imagination. It's amplifying your imagination, your memory, and analysis as well. That comes in there with that. So vivid imagination. You're very clever. The double 3s can mean that you're very intelligent, and you've got a nice independence as well. The arrow of frustration always brings about these challenges during childhood, which normally manifest as the parents going their separate ways, but not always. It could have been bullying or sibling rivalry. And then you also have the arrow of procrastination, the lack of the 1, 5, and 9, which is kind of the opposite to determination. So you may procrastinate a lot. So you might delay taking action towards your goals, or you might start projects and stop them. So you need to do some work on discipline and stuff. And because you have no 1s in your birth date, it can mean that you have difficulties and challenges with verbal communication, you see, as well. So, it's interesting how it all kind of plays itself out, isn't it? I just have a slurp of coffee. My husband's just bought me a nice cup of coffee and actually a dairy milk as well. As if I need that, but it'll probably go down the hatch. So just give me 1 second. All right, I'll pick a card out for you as well. This is for you, Natalie. Hello, Monty. There you go. Thinks he's going to get something. And there you go. You've got the Lyran Genius that's come up for you. And the Lyran Genius is a Lathvar, and it's about reactivating your hunger for knowledge. Like sometimes when we kind of go off learning because we're like, I'm all learned out. My brain can't cope with any more information. I've had enough, at maximum capacity. Well, a Lathvar is saying, well, actually, you may need to start looking at, enrolling on a course, or at least, sort of studying something that's going to, make your heart sing. So instead of studying for the sake of studying or learning something you don't really want to learn, maybe like choose a subject that you're absolutely passionate about and start delving into that, and that will start reactivating all of that sort of stuff as well. There you go. So no 1 or an abundance of 1 struggle with communication. Yeah, so if you've got, yeah, so that's it. So if you've got lots of ones in your birth chart, like 4 or 5 ones, it can be struggle with communication. And also if you've got no ones in your birth chart as well. So it can also be a little bit problematic with just expressing your feelings more than anything, Natalie, yeah? Ah, so you want to go to art school. There you go. That's what I meant by that. It's almost like you need to focus on those types of occupations that are really going to make your heart sing. So art school would be perfect. It'd be really good because we saw before with the other lady, who had the 9-10 combination, that she's an artist. So she is expressing that being of service energy through being an artist. The 3, 6, and 9s are the healers, counselors, and artists, as well as So they're the mind number people often go into those. So it would be very much in alignment with you, I reckon, Natalie. Yeah. All right. Excellent. All right. So I'm going to come next to. Are you still there, Sun Love? Yeah. Sun Love says, "Oh, always relate to other 16s, and yes, I've always felt I have to work all the time, or everything will fall away." Same. I've always had that as well. It's an interesting one because I think that it is transcendable. If that's a word. You can transcend it, but you have to really work through a lot of that stuff. Because sometimes the 16s just learn through sacrifice. The 16 is where you were selfish, the 1, and the 6 is in love. So a lot of 16s may also experience betrayal, or they may experience affairs as well, Sun Love. Yeah. There you go. Brilliant. So I'm going to come to Sun Love, and then I'll come to you, Jessica, as well. All right. There you go. And are you still there, Shane? How's your coursework going then? Are you doing okay with it? So the 16th of December, 1965. So we've got 2 6s, a 5, 3 1s, a 2, and a 9. So day number 7, a ruling number 9, 10, 21, 23, 24, 25, 31. Another 31. There's that hermit again. Sun Love, are you a bit of a hermit sometimes as well? And then you've got your year, which is a 9, 10, 11, 12, 18, 19 is a 1. Brilliant. Okay, so yeah, we've spoken about the 16. We don't need to labour that, but you know what I mean. You might find that as you go through your life, you have, you can be sometimes a bit secretive. You might experience affairs, because in a parallel life you could have been selfish in love. So it needs to you need to learn lessons around that now. And it's not to say you're being tortured or punished. It's just, something that may come up. Yeah. So you've been betrayed, have you, already? Interesting, isn't it? So you can be a bit possessive as well, like with your family, because you love them so much that you don't want anybody else getting involved. The double 6, when it's expressed negatively, is connected with self-sabotage, addictions, worry, anxiety, or possessiveness. When it's expressed positively, it's very much about creative expression. So it's amplified creativity that can come up with the double 6 as well, you see. Now, you're a day number 7, though. So the 16 reduces to the 7, which means that you're a seeker of truth. You love the mysteries, the illusions, the miracles, the magic, and the faith of life as well. So you love exploring what lays beneath the surface. The 7's like delving deeply into information. That's what the 7's about. It's information. So it's the philosopher. So you may find with this turquoise ray that you may have past life connections to Atlantis. So you may have soul memories that resurface for you in this incarnation of what you were doing in Atlantis. You may be working with crystals or energy healing, sounds therapy, or even like psychology and psychiatry, because you like delving deeply into human patterns of behavior. You're also big into justice and equality. So you like things to be fair. Justice is very important for you. So you're like a supporter of the underdog. Yeah. You probably also love, living by the ocean or connecting up with, the wisdom of the whales and the dolphins as well. Hello, Kiki Law. How are you? It's nice to see you. So yeah, your 4 is your day number, which derives from, that beautiful 31 energy. So your 4, from your 34, your ruling is a 4. So you're very practical. You're good with business. So, for you, you might find that you're drawn into teaching, for example, because you work hard, you're practical, you're grounded, there is this very strong, structured aspect, so you like building frameworks and structures, business, it's finances, the material world, organizational roles, and and actually, teaching comes up as a big theme for a lot of 4s as well. So the 7s as well, like learning through their own experiences and then sharing that wisdom with other people, you say. So your soul colors are very much on the yellow turquoise field. So Uranus, which is 4, is yellow over deep turquoise, and then Neptune is turquoise. So the yellow turquoise people, the yellow is I fear, turquoise is trust. So that's why sometimes you can experience, betrayals or whatever that can come in, especially when the 16 energy is present. And that's the other thing. Yeah, the 7 is they're often very good with sharp implements like scissors or knives. So many 7s, and because the 4 is practicality, can go into occupations like chefs or hairdressers. So yeah, it's interesting. It's one of those anomalies with the vibration of the 7. They're like sharp implements. Your year that you're in at the moment is a 1. Now, the 1 energy is connected with fresh new spring rebirths. So this is a powerful year, for you to kind of like move house, change jobs, or even get out of an old relationship if it's not working for you. So it's new opportunities that present themselves. So, like sometimes when you feel stuck and stagnant in your life, when you come to a 1, it's like, okay, so now it's time for, the worm to turn, and new fresh opportunities will start coming in for you. So it's like drawing a line in the sand and crossing over it. You have that beautiful arrow of determination in your birth chart as well, Sun Love, which gives you a great depth of persistence to achieve, and nicely balanced intuition and sensitivity, and you can be super chatty with people, especially when you feel comfortable with them and you know them, you like them and you trust them. And so yeah, you certainly know how to hold your own in a conversation. There you go. So the card that comes up for you today, Sun Love, is this one, and you've got the Hydean Healer. Okay, so interesting, that you are a hairstylist. I often find hairstylists are the best counselors because you're constantly listening to people like moaning about their lives fundamentally. But this is about healing guilt from the soul. So, ask yourself, what is it you're feeling guilty about? That guilt may have come in with you from Atlantis, where you were part of the downfall, And, a lot of the time it was with technology. The 7 relates to technology, the turquoise vibration. So if you were, sort of corrupting technology or whatever, it could, a lot of souls that came in from Atlantis or returned from Atlantis, carried guilt for what they did. And, so you may find that sort of stuff can play itself out by you harboring a lot of guilt. But remember, guilt is the biggest misunderstanding of all. Because, if everything is divine love, who are you, the only person in history that got it wrong? The one person that sits outside of divine love. So that's why when we feel guilty about anything, we just have to go, well, actually, it's not even true. It's a big misunderstanding. So what are you feeling guilty about? You can share it with me. There you go. So Kiki Law, if you'd like some insights with me today as well, leave your date of birth in the chat. We're just going through people systematically during today's live, just giving some numerology insights, looking at your day number, your ruling number and your personal year cycle influences. Next up on the live is Jessica Domagala. Are you still there, Jessica? Born in, you're in Buffalo in New York, born on the 5th of April. Sun Love, if you loved the reading today and it's wet your whistle and it's made you feel intrigued to delve deeper into your Oversoul Codex and your galactic origins, then you can claim your full Starseed Numerology Report by clicking the link that I've popped into the chat. You'll get that for only 59 Australian dollars on special offer today, which is about 38 US if you're watching in the States. And then remember to send me your birth date, ideally your time of birth and your place of birth, plus the name that you like to go by, and then just give me 3 to 5 business days to create it for you. All right, and that gets emailed through to you as a PDF document. All right, brilliant. You're very welcome. Oh, have you, Jessica? You've listened to all the Starseed videos. Oh, amazing. Thank you so much. Don't forget to comment on the videos as well. If you're watching the videos on my channel, please comment because it really helps the videos get noticed in the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, so if you can like the videos and comment on them, and I'll always respond to you as well. So that would be amazing. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you, Jessica. That's so lovely. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying, today's live. It means the world to me. All right. So Jessica, born on the 5th of April. There you go. 1984. Okay, brilliant. So you got 2 4s. You've got an 8. You've got a 9. You've got a 1. And you've got a 5 as well. Beautiful. So you got a day number 5. You've got a ruling number 9, 10, 18, 19, 22, 26, 31. There you go. You're another 31 over 4. We've had so many people who've got the connection to the number 31 today in the live, which is the Hermit. I'll show you it. Look, so many of you have had this influence today. That's why I got it off the shelf. So it's called the Hermit. It's the yellow. It's yellow. It's green over deep green. The Hermit. So often when you find people like, when you walk down the street or wherever, you see someone wearing a dark green top or whatever, or dark green dress, they are signaling to you that they want space to integrate their own heart-related healing. So they just don't want you to go too close to them. So often when you find you're wearing green, I mean, I'm wearing this today because I'm creating a video for for my membership portal on the green ray. It's not because I want space for everybody, but normally when you see green, like someone wearing green, particularly dark green, it's like they're saying, look, stay away. So watch out for that one next time you see it. But yeah, you've got that 31 as your ruling number, but it does reduce to the 4. So you're a very practical person. So if I was to give you a flat pack, you'd probably be able to put it together. Whether if you give me one, I'd be reading the instructions upside down. You've got that sort of very traditional and conservative values. You're good with business. You might be good with management. You could be, very good with teaching. The 4 is the disciplinarian, the person who works hard for the things that they get and is quite earthbound and grounded in so many different ways. But in another respect, your day number being a 5 is Mercury, more green energy, so you've got this beautiful 5 as your day number, which is about freedom. So, that means that sometimes you just want to knuckle down, have routines and be disciplined and work hard. And other times you just want to jump on a plane and go off and travel the world because you do feel things very intensely. The 5 is the center of the emotional plane, which is this bottle 5. This 5 is the heart center. So you've got a driving intensity of feeling. So you've got to surround yourself with people that will allow you to express yourself freely. That's, super important. So, the 4, 5 people, past life implications that come up for you, maybe ancient Greece or Grecian past lives. A lot of the green people are very deeply connected to the ancient Greeks. Or the Cathars potentially as well. So, you've kind of about freedom and business, practicality and freedom. So having the 2 4s actually means that you've got to be careful that you don't focus too much on the accumulation of stuff. So if you become too greedy or covetous, you may risk losses later on down the track. So you can't really have that focus too much on, on the practical aspects of life. Oh, Sun Love, thank you so much for dropping a super chat gift in. Oh, that's so sweet. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so sweet. There you go. Jessica's that all of this is very true. Holy moly. It's amazing, isn't it? I always say that colours and numbers don't lie. It's people that tend to lie, isn't it? Not colours and numbers. So when we learn to really fully decode the language of light, we get really, really accurate information. So yeah, so that, also you're very methodical, you're very independent, you like to be in control. So you like doing things properly. There's a great sense of organization that comes through you as well. And the one means that you may sometimes also struggle to express that driving intensity of feeling that you have. So finding the right words to express yourself can sometimes be your Achilles heel. But you are quite stubborn in the pursuit of your goals. You've got that beautiful arrow, that strong arrow of determination, which means that you'll see your goals through to finality. So you're a bit like a dog with a bone, Jessica. Yeah. Your year that you're in is a 9, 10, 13, 18. So you're actually in your personal year 9. So remember, guys, in numerology, we kind of travel in 9-year cycles and we go through peaks and troughs like that. So there are times to make changes and decisions and other times it's best not to. When you get to a 9, it's completion. So it's really, because we're in a universal year 9 as well, because we're in 2025, lots of things may be coming to an end for you this year. So you might find that, relationships or jobs or stuff that's no longer serving you in your life is coming to an end. So let it go. Don't hold on to things this year, because then you will allow in the new, which comes next year for you in your personal year 1. And the universal year goes to a 1 as well next year. So there's going to be lots of changes anyway across the planet. Like, we're going to see massive change over the next 3 to 6 months. You watch, you mark my words, you come back to this video and there's going to be huge change. But for you, it's happening at a microcosmic level as well as it being a macrocosmic level. So the end of old and the beginning of new that's taking place for you right now. So it can be quite daunting or discombobulating, can't it, Jessica? Because it's a bit like, oh my God, what do I actually hold on to? It's like, what can I hold on to? But, don't let it all go, I say, and see what comes in its place. I'll pick a card out for you as well, Jessica, from the Cosmic Family Oracle cards as well. Kiki, did you want me to take a look at doing your birth chart? Because you're next up if you're watching and you'd like me to explore your birth chart next. And I'll have a look at doing you. If not, then I won't. There you go. And this is for you, Jessica. All right, and you have got the Andromedan leader. Oh, get you. There you go. So it's about bringing your love and power together. So when Buna comes in, it means that you've got to really start tapping into that beautiful feminine leadership ability that you've got, because you may be called, as you move through 2026 to step more into a leadership position. But when you do so, just make sure you're tapping into the soft, divine, feminine aspects of self. And you'll find that manifestations will become a lot easier for you as well. And things will just be able to sort of move forward with ease and grace. I'll pick a card out actually for you as well, Jessica, from the Oversoul Codex deck of cards as well. And this is the one that comes up for you today. And it's the, there you go, the etheric plane, the vital energy matrix. So often when we visit the etheric realm, it's when we're in the Dreemtime state, when we go to sleep. And there, you may be spending a lot of time on the etheric planes, at the moment, like specifically tapping into parallel past lives, etc., during your sleeping hours, or maybe even doing some of your soul mission work whilst you're asleep. So, or tapping into your galactic heritage, or aligning with your cosmic family, or whatever it is. So the etheric plane is, yeah. So it's just watch your dreams as well. You know, maybe keep a dream journal and write anything down, because you may be receiving communication through your spiritual team, and they're trying to show you symbols and signs through, you know, through any of the dreams that you're receiving right now. Okay. Well, there you go. Well, hopefully that's all connected with you. Leave us a few comments and let me know. And if there's anybody else here that would like me to do some insights for them today, then speak now or forever hold your peace. Leave your date of birth in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to head off and start filming the next module for the Oversoul Codex Collective membership portal, which is the Green Ray. So I'm going to be doing a video this afternoon on that and getting organized for the next group meetup. So hopefully that's connected with you guys. If you absolutely love what you're seeing today and you'd like to also become a member as well of the Oversoul Codex Collective, what I'll do is I'll drop a link in my in the chat now where you can enroll for that, because there's a founders member offer as well. So you get 3 months for 33 Australian dollars, which is amazing. It's for the first 333 people. So I'll drop the link in the chat as well if you'd like to become a member. We do monthly get-togethers, starseeds from all over the world getting together over this really important period in time where we've got to really start aligning with the version of reality, the version of Earth that we want, because at the moment it's splitting in two, the Earth. You can either go down the dystopian route or the utopian pathway. So the collective really is to hold you accountable, to keep your vibe high so that you can be on the right trajectory moving forward, because we all want to be on the fast train, don't we? So there's the link for you if you'd like to join the membership as well. Fantastic. There you go. Lovely. Wonderful. It's so nice to see Jessica and everybody else who's watching today. Now, is there anybody else that's watching that would like me to do some insights for them today whilst I'm still live on the channel? I'd be interested to connect. All right. So if you'd like me to do some insights with you today, then drop your date of birth into the chat. And I'll give you a few more moments. If there's anybody else there that would like some insights today, then introduce yourself. Don't be shy. Nope. All right then. Well, look, I'm going to love you and leave you then. Oh, there you go. You're just dropping in to say hello, are you? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we did. We've had a very nice stream today. It's been fun. We've met some really cool people. Lots of hermits today. Exactly. All right. Well, see you later then, guys. It's lovely to connect with you, and see you next time.